There's a dude right over here. That's crazy. right at 120 something. That's good.
Oh, I got him!
Yes!
Yeah, bro.
Fuck yeah!
Yeah, bro.
I see him.
I left a little sliver at the top. Nine deaths.
Those corners in the map don't have like.
Oh, baby!
Just finished the one.
All right, one on the roof still. Yeah!
I didn't even know we were down to just us and them.
Bless the Lord, oh my soul. All right, end of the song. Anyways, hey, where are you guys going? There we go, baby. Night, night. Oh my gosh.
Randy just cut that corner. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Sorry, Domi. I am so sorry, everyone.
You're fine. I saved it.
Let's go! Yes! So Drew and the guy in front of him both have penalties. I'm gonna push boots the best I can. Let's go! Let's go! My wedding day, the birth of my son, an American finishing first at Le Mans. Yeah! Yes! Woo! Dallas, get the party room started. Woo! That's right, Snosberry. Defending American soil with American muscle. Hell yeah! Woo! Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is, what day of the week is it? Wednesday, July 16th, 2025. And it is 7:49 p.m. here at the state-of-the-art DWO Studios. And we are live on both Twitch and YouTube. And I'm in the wrong scene, so let's go full screen. What's going on, chat? Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys have had a wonderful Wednesday. I'm exhausted. It is draining outside. It is warm. It is humid. I mowed my front yard plus my son's front yard across the street. He did the trimming and some other stuff for me while I did the mowing with the push mower. And so I'm a little tired. We'll see how long this stream is and how much racing we actually get in, but we will try to get some more racing at Daily Race A at Daytona. What is going on, MJ, over on Twitch? Hope you are doing well tonight, my friend. I know it's getting close to 1 a.m. for you over there. All right, before we do any racing or anything in Gran Turismo or anything else, let us look at our Bible verses of the day, which are going to come from Luke chapter 9. And we're going to look at verses 23 through 26. So this is Jesus, of course, talking with his disciples, and basically he is going to lay out to them what they need to do to follow him, right? And not just from a, hey, you need to, you physically need to do this, this, and this, but we'll get into it here right now. So let's start with verse 23. Then he said to them all, if anyone desires to come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross daily and follow me. So verse 23, before we go on any further, if anyone desires to come after me, let him deny himself. So let him deny himself of his earthly desires, of his earthly ambitions, and take up his cross daily and follow me. And so this is Jesus telling the disciples, look, if you are going to follow me, you're going to get salvation, right? You're going to get everlasting life. But keep in mind that following Christ, especially for the disciples here, right, is going to lead to suffering and hardship for them. Now, compared to what Jesus endured, it's not nearly as, the same. We're not talking apples and apples here, right? But he's telling the disciples that you need to give up your earthly ambitions. You need to give up your earthly desires. And you are going to need to take up your cross daily and follow him. So take up the cross, of course, like I said, means the suffering and the hardships that Jesus had. The disciples were going to experience something of a similar degree. Not to the same degree. Again, apples and oranges. We're not comparing apples to apples here. For whoever desires to save his life will lose it. This is verse 24. But whoever loses his life for my sake will save it. And so what Jesus is warning here is, if you decide to save your earthly life, you're going to do so especially with not a pure heart, with not following me. You're going to do it by sinning. You're going to do it by, Judas, are you paying attention? Betraying me, right? And even though you may protect temporarily your earthly life, that's just a temporary reward. Eternal life is the everlasting reward. And so he's warning you, for whoever desires to save his life will lose it. If you desire to save your earthly life, especially through selfish means, through sin, through harming others, so on and so forth, right? Those earthly desires. Well, you're going to lose everlasting life. You're going to lose that eternal life that you would have by knowing Jesus. But whoever loses his life for my sake will save it. Whoever loses their life, or whoever spends their life sharing Jesus, sharing God, that is, going to be, telling people, hey, I know Jesus. At the end of days, whether it's the second coming or whether it's when you die and go to judgment, Jesus will say, hey, I know him. I know you. Right? And so you may sacrifice your life here on earth, but you're going to gain everlasting life. For what profit, this is verse 25, for what profit is it to a man if he gains the whole world and is himself destroyed or lost? So going back to what we were talking about, you can have all the possessions in the world, but if you don't know God, if you don't know Jesus, it's not going to matter anyways, right? You're going to go to judgment and it's not going to matter. You're not going to have that eternal life. Finally, in verse 26, For whoever is ashamed of me and my words, of him the Son of Man will be ashamed when he comes to his own glory, and in his Father's and the holy angels. So if you're ashamed of Jesus, if you shun God, if you shy away from Jesus's teachings and from God's word, well, when you get in front of the Son of Man, Jesus, and the Father, God, and all the angels, well, Jesus is going to be ashamed of you. Jesus is going to say, I don't know you. You don't get to come in. I don't know you. You know, it's like inviting somebody into your house that you don't know or don't trust, right? If Jesus does not know or trust you, he's not going to invite you into God's house, into everlasting life. So again, Luke chapter 9, verses 23 through 26. Oh, I am exhausted. All right. What do we want to do first? Oh, let's open some roulette tickets. Actually, before we do that, let's just see if we can bang out two really quick weekly challenges. I have not had a chance to do all of them this week. Let's see if we can just bang out two more. Is it worth it? Do we get another ticket of some sort? Oh, what sort of ticket do we get? 200,000 credit? Okay. Road Atlanta? All right, let's try it. What do we need? We need a turbocharged car of 700 or less. So a turbocharged car of 700 or less. Let's go with the Civic Type R. I think we have this thing kind of geared to the teeth anyway, so yeah. We need, what, 5 laps? Yeah. Is there... No, I don't think there's any... I don't think there's any fuel or tire consumption, so we can go ahead and do that. I've got the mic turned down a little bit just because of my cough, and I noticed on the last couple of streams the cough drops when I have them in my mouth. You can hear them clicking against my teeth, so mic's down just a little bit. Hopefully it doesn't sound too bad on stream. Thank you, MJ. You doing all right tonight? I know it's getting really early in the morning for you. Oh, joy. So you're up to 1 o'clock in the morning and you have work tomorrow? Is that what I'm hearing? Off. Okay. Rest of the week. Okay. You meant off work, not of work. We'll see how long this stream actually lasts tonight. I got the heating pad on my back. I took a little 15-minute nap in the chair in the living room in front of the TV, watching Kip Boga. Started to get a little loose there. Oh, I did see your messages, by the way, MJ. In the head office, I just wasn't of the mind to reply to them, but yeah, I mean, if we want to see what AdNap has to say about the off season, I'm fine with waiting. I don't care either way. I was just wiped out by the time I saw those messages. So, I saw them, I read them, I just did not have the desire or the strength to respond to them right then. My main concern was just get some more fluids in me, get a shower, and get dinner sorted. Yeah, I have no idea how you'd cope with, you know, transatlantic, transcontinental flight and then try to work after that. You made the right call. Whoops. We didn't need that sign anymore anyways, right? It's the end of the race. Oh, the high quality H2 sounds feels so good. My mom went back to work literally 16 hours after we touched down. Hey, you know what? Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. I know I'm gonna sleep like a baby tonight. Like a baby. Ten laps at Fuji in a Supra. I don't feel like fighting it tonight. We're gonna throw softs on this, racing softs, and just go. I've had some nights like that though, where, you know, I've driven all night, got home and went right to work. It's been a long time. Or gamed all night with my friends, slept like 1 or 2 hours and then went to work. Back when I was like 22, 23, 22. These are tuned cars, aren't they? Hey, guess what? I'm at Fuji. I can imagine. That's not the line. They tuned their cars, didn't these cars are tuned I'm racing against. Oh. It's A-line, yeah. A-line. Of all the lines, that's definitely one of them. Alright, let's just, What am I doing? What's going on, Blobby? How are you doing, son? You tired? I want to put some simple stuff on here that's going to not... that I can easily turn off. You're thriving. I don't buy it. All right, I took a little bit of nap before dinner, ate my dinner. I didn't eat all my dinner. I have my fries and one Power Ranch wing left. Yeah, I got a nap before dinner even got here. We were sitting in the living room, you and Mom were talking, and I was watching Kip Boga, and I passed out for like 10-15 minutes. Did you take a shower yet? Or a bath or whatever? Not yet? Okay. Better do that because you're going to be a stinky boy if you don't. Alright. Let's see if that does any better. When we put stuff on there, we can easily swap out. Oh no. Why was your AC turned off? Ah. That sucks, dude. Dang, I'm sorry, dude. My eyes are like, I want to go to sleep. And my brain's like, no, you can't go to sleep yet. That's what that little eye twitch in my right eye was. These cars are gapping me. Oh my god. This car is it's not a good car. But we've already gone down this road. No, it's not Sophie. It's just these cars are tuned that I'm racing. But I guess I'm gonna have to put some stuff in here to help it out a little bit. Because there's no way I should be getting gapped that bad. It is a special event, so they're probably... See the 97 with better effect? Yeah, but how tuned is the 97? Like, what do they have in it? See what engine swap this thing has. It's more than that, though. Like I said, I was getting freaking gapped on the straightaway. Yeah. Yeah, we're not going down. I'm not spending $750,000 credits to for an engine swap. But well, yeah, I mean, that would be the easy way to do it. Out of curiosity, I just want to see what an engine swap on this car would be. And which engine it is. 850,000. It's a good engine, but no. All right, let's just try to bore it up some. The 97 does look cooler. The problem is, no matter what, I'm going to be burning credits to get a 200,000 credit ticket. That's really what it comes down to. Pay to win. All right, let's throw some racing. Rip my wallet. Yeah, it's just $1 million. Yeah, the question is, will I be able to get more races in this car to make it worth it? And while I'm at it, since it's might as throw the bore up and all that in it. Yeah, sure. 875 horses, easy. Yeah, perfectly logical. Is it? It might be. I didn't pay that much attention, MJ, if it is a Pagani engine or not. I have no idea what do you mean what I can do with it? We are going to do a stream sometime, son. I don't know when, where you are actually going to be here with me and you're going to teach me how to drift. All those years of me coaching you in baseball is going to come back on me, isn't it? One condition. What is that condition, Blobby? This thing is gonna kill me. I'm just telling you now, this thing's gonna kill me. Oh, I'll give you. We'll plan it. We'll get plenty of time, son. You'll get it. Okay, that does sound cool, MJ. Oh my gosh! Takes 7 to 10 business days to break, though. Lord. Tell my wife and son I love them because I'm going to kill myself in this car. Oh my God. I couldn't even go around. I couldn't even go around that turn. What's going on, Tex? Oh my God, this thing is a pig. Yes, this Pagani engine's way too much for this car. It's fun. But shit is hard to control. Yes, that is true. But Jeremy Clarkson, you are not, MJ. All right, we're about ready to kill ourselves on this straight. Car definitely sounds like a monster. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna die. One kilometer board, that's about what I need to do. I am not awake enough for this. I broke. Oh my, the quarter kilometer line is not enough for this thing on that straight. Just remember, son, it's up to you whether I get buried or cremated. You know, this thing would like to break someday. What's going on out of this world? We're trying not to kill ourselves in this 97 Supra that may have an engine way too big for it in it. This is almost as bad as the tricked out Z06 or the tricked out Camaro I've got. And there's a reason I don't race those at tracks like this. Yeah, weekly challenge race. Where's my brake marker? There's close enough. The 150 board for that turn is wild. I can't go flat out around that turn. I'll spin it. Somebody, I'm not gonna say names, but their name rhymes with MJ, suggested this car, and then we put the Pagani engine in it, and takes a man and a half to drive.
Lobby03_SG just said just flat floor it. You'll be fine.
Oh yeah, I'll be
Nothing to worry
fine.
about.
Nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about because you're the one that gets the insurance policy, right, son?
Lobby03_SG just said correct.
Yeah. I'm just not on a work trip, so you don't get 10 times my insurance policy. Or 5 times, whatever the number is. I think it's 10 times. That's been a joke for years, chat. Every time I get the sniffles, my wife and son are like, oh, don't you have a work trip to be on? I tried that with the 20, and I was still getting gapped in the straights. And why would I use why wouldn't I use a sledgehammer when I could just use a ball peen hammer, right? Let's use the sledgehammer. But this is almost as fun as the Camaro and the Corvette I've got tweaked out. It is definitely fun. And Blobby, I'm glad I didn't do those extra 15 reps today with my workout. My arms would be killing me trying to handle this thing. Hail Mary, full of grace. Please don't let me die at this corner. Let's not break right in front of me like that, okay? I appreciate that. I'm having a hard enough time just holding on to this damn thing. Why use an envelope opener when you can use a chainsaw? Is my camera really bumping around that much? Shouldn't be touching. Maybe it is. Oh, the car camera. I'm like... Well, there goes a clean race. Yeah, if I go flat out on that turn in this car, it's gonna spin around. I don't even want to know what would happen if I put the weight reduction kit on this car. But the body rigidity kit would help with the roll a little bit. Really, Bobby? Sorry, I've been paying attention to you race too much. Man, if I didn't have arthritis in my shoulders before, I definitely have it now. Jeez. That is a pig and a half. With that engine in it?
MJWH 2001 just said, "Don't mind me, just starting my old diesel KKRRHHH. KR. Click click. BRRR.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn it off. If it was funny and actually made the noises, I would actually let it continue. You lost. You just got scammed out of 50 points. I think it says somewhere in there, don't troll me. No, it was not so much better, son. It tried so hard. I saw the wall of text come up and I'm like, all right, I'm going to give it a shot. It's like, I'm going to wait for it to finish, but Blobby, go find the one for the phone.
KKRRHHH. KR. Click click. BRRR. Chka. Wine. BRBRR. CH. Cough. Chugga.
It's, I mean, you know what I'm talking about, right, son? The There might be a way to do what you were trying to do, MJ, but actually have it make closer to the noises. I just don't know well enough. All right, that was a pain, chat. All right, let's open up roulette tickets. That's why I did this to begin with, is to eventually get to roulette tickets. Spend $1 million to make 200,000. All right, let's see if we get anything good here. A muffler. Or a silencer. For a 430, huh?
Lobby03_SG just said, is that your phone ringing?
That's it, Lobby. We have ads in 5 minutes on Twitch. 5,000 credits. We are rich, chat. I did have to take the sound alerts away because it was starting to get DMCA'd on YouTube. Boo! Boo! Boo!
MJWH 2001 just said.
That says it all right there, MJ. That says it all. He may have just broke the bot too. Yeah, I think that's probably a good idea, MJ. I think that's probably a good idea. I'm a couple million off of that. I'm even further away from that. Oh yeah, it didn't say anything. That's why I said that was, you know, that's a mouthful right there. All right. Let's see if we have the wherefore to even get into this car tonight.
Lobby03_SG just said. Guys? Can I slice some potatoes? Okay. Thanks.
I think it may have shortchanged you there, son. All right, let's do some practice and see if we have the brain power. I don't know how people smarter than you and I. Oh, wow, I've gone way down my list now. All right, Lev put up another time. Couch Driver put up a time. Voidsy put up a time. Okay, so yeah, that makes sense. That's why I went from 6th to 9th.
MJWH 2001 just said my sprinkler goes like this.
That's a good
and
one.
Comes back like.
Didn't like the comeback. I think it's like, I thought it was TK or something like that. Like, try that again, but instead of just T's for the comeback, try TK. I think I could be wrong, but I thought that was part of it. We're having more fun with the stupid voice bot over on Twitch tonight. MJ, you're supposed to hit the redemption. Types the message in. Let's forgive him, chat. It's almost 2 a.m. his time.
JWH 2001 just said my sprinkler goes like this and comes back like TK.
No, I don't know. I don't remember what the comeback is, but it's not just T's. Could also just be Joey's accent. Think your sprinkler's broken? Well, usually you can get a pill to prescribe that, but if your sprinkler works for more than 4 hours after that, you need to consult a doctor. Has a beat to it? Everybody on YouTube is like, what the hell is going on? All right, we're on an ad break on Twitch. So for those of you on YouTube, Twitch chat's having fun with the TTS redemption I have over there. I want to figure it out for YouTube as well. What am I doing?
MJWH 2001 just said, "Don't you just hate it when your cat wakes you up like this? Meow, 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 meow."
I will prefer that to nothing wakes you up out of a dead sleep more than a cat or a dog getting sick. That will wake you out of a sleep like that. Sorry, I keep looking at my dog next to me. He's a good old man. Penalty. Ugh. It's like a half second off. I have no idea what you're talking about, MJ. It's getting close to 1:45 for him. He's 5 hours ahead of us. But it's okay, he doesn't have work tomorrow. Nope, that's like a whole second off, chat. That's like a second and a quarter off. Dude, I took a nap today before dinner. I think I actually traveled back a month because my wife's like, huh, 16 years ago, I think 16 years ago yesterday, I signed the papers for the house. And that's what she meant, but for some reason I thought she meant 16 years ago we moved in, because we moved in before we signed the papers to the house. And I'm like, but babe, we didn't sign the papers till July. And she looked at me and she goes, it is July. So I think I fell asleep and either fast forward and time traveled 11 months into the future or a month into the past. Because I woke up thinking it was June. It's still not any better. 26.1 is hot garbage. I can't start rolling mid to low 48s. I got no business racing tonight. Yeah. Yeah, you're right, MJ, on all accounts. You're like, yeah, who the hell am I? Where the hell am I? Why am I, as you put it? You start looking around wondering, is this my house? How did I get here? Or it's like the meme, you take a nap and you wake up and you think you missed in the school bus from 5th grade, and it was like, 20 years ago. Yes, that's very true, Bobby. It is a medical condition known as exhausted as all hell. Yes. And I'm not gonna lie, chat. My body is about there right now. Like I know I'm racing around Road Atlanta. Yeah, see, I know I'm racing around Daytona, but like I'm barely paying attention. I'm just kind of on autopilot right now, as you can tell by my wonderful times that are, 2+ seconds off pace. But we'll get a good night's sleep, and we're going to tackle Daytona again tomorrow night. Because we need to make DR while the getting's good, or make hay while the sun is shining. It's not my arms that are like gummy worms, dude. It's like my I'm so tired. Your eyes are not burning, but they're like, hey, we need to get some sleep, so they're starting to get a little sore. Your mouth and your brain aren't connected, which I know for some of you is a daily occurrence, but I'm like generally aware that I'm in the state of Florida, or racing in the state of Florida. At uni first year, I went to work in the morning, had lectures all day, then fell asleep. I woke up at like 6 o'clock in the evening, thought I was late for work. For the next day, phoned my workplace and begged them to forgive me for being late and that I'm on the way. I was blankly and confusedly met with, "You mean your shift in 13 hours? That's funny." Now couple that with like a crisp autumn evening and the windows are open. Get all now nice and snug into your bed with sheets that you had just brought in from the clothesline and made your bed with. Oh. You resigned the next day, and you did not resign the next day for that. MJ, do not tell me you did that. So I'm going to tell a story, but I need to see if he's in here. Because if he's in here, he's going to get on Discord and he's going to tell the story instead of me because he tells it so much better. But I doubt I shouldn't say I doubt he's in here. Let me see if he's in here. Hold on. Blob already knows who I'm looking for. Dang it, he's not. Okay, he's not in here tonight. So I'm going to tell a story on one of my moderators who is coming up on, he's got what? 69. He's got 4 years until retirement. 4 years till retirement. And so he's been at our employer now for 25 years or so. But many, many moons ago, when he started working for us, he worked on a team that, besides doing after-hours phone support, their only other job was really to kind of keep an eye on like the servers, the tape backups, and stuff like that. So they were kind of like the night shift for a bunch of teams, but if anything more than basic came in, they were supposed to call the on-call for whatever team it was. And so Drunken Gamer, it was late one night, he was working third shift, decided he needed to make himself a pot of coffee. So he went to go make himself a pot of coffee. It was grody, so he took it over to the sink, and there was a sink just off the server room. So at the time, he was working in a server room. And the way the server rooms worked, there was one on the 9th floor, one on the 8th floor. The ones on the 8th floor had cameras to watch the people on the 9th, and the one on the 9th had cameras to watch the people on the 8th. Keep that in mind. So he goes, he washes out the coffee pot, he makes a cup of makes a pot of coffee and puts it on the coffee machine and gets it started, and he goes and sits back down. And he's sitting there, and about 5 minutes later, he's like, "What's that?" He looks around. He's like, "I hear water running." And he gets up, he's like, "Oh crap." He runs to the sink, and water has been pouring out from over the sink. Just pouring out. And these server rooms sat on elevated floors. So you had the servers sit on like tile floors, but those tile floors, you could pop the tiles up, and there was a subfloor about that far underneath. And that's where all the electrical ran through. And so this is Drunken Gamer's like first couple months at work. And so he's freaking out. And for some reason, there happened to have been a bucket and a mop, like just around the corner from the sink. And so he is sitting there popping tiles up, mopping for all he can to keep the water from rushing to or reaching the electrical for all the servers. And if those go down, that's some serious business there. And so he is just as fast as he can mopping and getting rid of water and mopping and getting rid of water and mopping, sweat pouring down his face. And he knows that there's cameras watching him. And he knows the guys on 9 are probably watching him if they're awake and going, "What the hell is this MFer doing?" And he is just busting his butt. He gets everything put down with like 5 or 10 minutes to go in his shift. He puts everything back. He's still sweating and everything. And the next guy walks in to take the next shift. And he looks at Drunken Gamer and he's like, "Is everything okay?" And Drunken Gamer's like, yeah, it's just really hot in here tonight. And so Drunken Gamer almost got fired about a month into his job because he let his sink back up and almost nuked a server room. And he didn't quit. With all that, MJ, I tell you that story to tell you, he didn't quit. So there's no reason for you to have quit. I witnessed Drunken Gamer almost murder himself one day. I can't say commit suicide because it wasn't like he was trying to commit suicide. Let's be real. But yeah, he almost murdered himself one night. Or one day he was, we were at work. We had these tall 5.5 foot cubicles. The walls were that tall. And there was a lady who walked around our floor, and she was a taller lady. She was built, you know, you could tell she used to be an athlete when she was younger. But she kind of stomped around the floor, not intentionally, not like she was mad or anything. She just was a heavy foot when she walked. So Drunken Gamer started calling her Old Iron Foot. And so he goes to like mimic her one day. Nobody else is around. It's just him and I. He goes to mimic her one day, and he like steps on his own ankle with the foot that his left foot landed fine, but his right foot, he like stepped on his own ankle with his own right foot. It was weird. Rolls the ankle. He's got a can of dip in his hand, or chewing tobacco. Thankfully it's closed, but it goes flying, and he falls out of the cubicle, across the cubicle hall to the other cubicle wall, like, and just hits it dead on like that, snaps his head back. I thought he broke his neck. And I'm like, are you okay? And he gets up. He's like, yeah. He's looking around. He's on the floor. He's looking around. He grabs his can of dip. He gets up. I'm like, you sure you're okay? He's like, yeah, I'm okay. And then I lost it. I'm like, dude, that was the funniest thing I'd ever seen him do. Just being a butthead. And he stepped on his own ankle, rolled it, and just almost broke his neck. I love Drunken Gamer. Or the time he gave himself a concussion drinking from the water fountain. Yeah, he was at the water fountain, and it had this weird shaped wall next to it. And he went to turn around real quick and smacked his head on the corner of the wall. And he walked back to the cubicle and had this knot just sitting on his head. It swelled up, and everybody's just staring at him like, you okay? He's like, yeah, why? And they're like, you got a big old knot on your head. Apparently when he swung his head around and hit his head, I mean, he hit it so hard, he saw stars. He was like, you know, dizzy for a second. Still remember the first words I ever said to Drunken Gamer. He's a big hockey fan, which down in the South is not common, especially was not common in 2008 when I met him. And so he's not running in his mouth, but he's just talking about hockey. And I look at him, and of course I've been down here for a handful of years already, but I grew up in the Northeast where hockey's kind of big. And so I look at him and I go, what do you rednecks know about hockey? And he just kind of shot me a look. And from that moment on, he and I just became friends, because he could take the joke, and we could talk hockey. What is going on at Lodge? How are you doing tonight? We're just doing some laps around Daytona, see if I can get some pace tonight. I'm exhausted, but I wanted to at least get somewhat of a stream in. Ah, shoot, I just missed a race. It's all right. Yeah, I know you'll enjoy the NFL. I really wish you liked college football as much as you liked the NFL, MJ. But as long as you like football. Oh yeah, I can imagine it's really hard to access there in the land of the T. Actually, Lodge is from over that side of the pond as well, aren't you, Lodge? I didn't even see what my time was through the first two sectors. Was it decent? Oh, good lord, no. 54-1? Yuck. Alright. I'm racing like, or practicing like crap right now. That's right, Dublin, you said. That's right, Lodge. I'm glad I didn't say you were Scottish. Lodge is like, you son of a gun. Lodge is like, unsub, unfollow on everything. Alright, that's not horrid. It's not great, though. That sucked. That sucked bad. 53.6 is not good still. It's better, but it's still not good. ESPN over there dropped coverage like 2 years ago. Yeah, probably because you didn't have any ratings for it. It's not like here where, you know, millions of people tune in to watch college football every weekend. 8-9 is kind of crap. That's probably a pen on the third turn. Nope. Yeah. You got away with it? All right, I got away with it, chat. We've got ads starting in 5 minutes. After we get the ad break done, if I can get my time back down to where I'm supposed to have it, I'll queue up for a race. Yeah, 53.4 is meh. It needs to be about a... it needs to be a sub 53, let's be real. It's gonna be like a 108.8. 25.4 is not horrible. It's not great, but it's not horrible. Forsaken me. All right. Let's get another good one. I wasn't quick enough on the throttle there on turn 2. Yeah, that bus stop was crap, but the rest of the lap was pretty good. Yeah, I did not turn off Discord in OBS, sorry. I should have been like, what Discord notification? I mean, this lap was kind of crap, but at least we're doing a little bit better right now. Had to warm up some. All right, let's go ahead and register for the 920 race. And then we're going to step away and stretch real quick. All right, we'll be right back, chat. Good night, MJ. I'm just not getting back in the rig. Have a good one, MJ. See you hopefully tomorrow. Quarter after 9, still in the 80s here. Dang, that sucks. That is not a very good first sector. That is not a good second sector, Tom, either. It's going to be a 109 here. Yeah, that sucks. That's a good second off pace. Yeah. Kind of mad at myself for losing 3/10 on turn 2. Yeah, this is not a good lap either, chat. There we go. I'm not going to finish the lap, but still. I mean, the 53.5's okay. It's not great. This is going to be like an 8.7, which is still about a half second off where I want to be. That's about 2 to 4 tenths off where I'd like to be. I need to let it rev up more. Oh. I don't know anybody in here. I know Chesnick. Sorry, I've raced against Chesnick. I don't know Chesnick. Through 4 A's, 5 A's, 7 B's. Oof. Yeah, it's gonna be rough. All right, let's see what we can do, chat. We got some sharks behind us. All right, let's see what we can do. It's close to a penalty. Let's work together so we can pull away from the rest of these guys. He is, that Chris guy, there's a reason you're an AB driver. What in the world? Where is he? Wanted to apologize to Chris or to Fever Dream. I mean, it's a DR gain, but that is just... Chris was not blocking, but he was defending hard even from the word go. That was pretty wild. Because he was defending Snowman early. But we'll take a second in second or third split, whatever split that was. Yeah, see, what in the world, Chris? Fever Dream, I'm sorry if you come across this. But right there, I didn't have any say in it. I got knocked right up into you. I mean, you had plenty of room. So I apologize to you, Fever. I don't know what Chris is doing. But and then poor Chesnick. Chesnick gets a penalty. Yeah. Fever Dream, if you end up popping in here or coming across this, I am really sorry for how that turned out for you. I keep watching my wheel inputs to see, like, if I was taking a bad line or I jerked the wheel suddenly. I mean, that's just holding on to the car through the turn. Yeah. I mean, at least Fever Dream, at the end of the day, did not lose a spot. You know, he was third or he was fourth. He actually gained a spot out of all that. So good for him. I gained a spot for second place. We'll take it. Yeah, we're gonna skip these ads. Can we skip these ads? You know what? We don't need to skip these ads. Oh. All right, chat. I know it's a very short stream tonight, less than 2 hours, but I am exhausted. And so I am going to be calling it a night. We're going to go say hi to Tuzum, who's doing some Gran Turismo on Twitch. That's who we're going to go see, we're going to go see Tuzum. Tuzum box. There we go. On YouTube, we're just going to wrap up stream, but I want to thank everybody for hanging out. MJ, Blobby, Lodge over on YouTube. I know there were plenty of other lurkers on both platforms. I want to thank you all. Again, I apologize for the short stream, but I'm exhausted. I worked and did stuff around the house, worked out, did stuff in the yard. I'm physically just tired, so I am going to call it an early night. But I want to thank you all for hanging out. And also, if you're on YouTube, don't forget, there's a pinned comment at the top for my latest video, which is a 4-wide finish at Daytona. And if you were here last night on stream, you know what we're talking about. All right, Blobby, I will talk to you in the morning, my son. Love you very much. And with that said, let's go say hi to Tuzzum. Make sure you say hi to him on Twitch. On YouTube, we're just going to end stream. But until next time, you all take care of yourselves and each other, and have a great rest of your night. Good night.